Underneath all the metaphysical topics we talk about, elements are the fundamental factors for all energy blending or conflicting. From ancient Chinese, the old sages deduced that everything under the sky is categorized into 5 elements called WuXing, Wu being 5 and Xing meaning movement and interaction. We can use association of the 5 elements to astrology, numerology, diet, health regimen, acupuncture, feng shui, and so many other practices in life. The key is to put harmonizing elements together instead of the clashing ones. Like, for example, we match wood with fire because fire needs wood to burn. Wood is beneficial for fire, but not fire with water, as water can put out fire and water reduces fire. So how do we label people with WuXing if we want to do love compatibilities or any relationships? We find the element in our birth year. Some of you may have heard of Chinese astrology animal signs like meadow monkey, water ox, etc., topping an animal sign with element. This element is easily found in the birth year, last digit. This digit tells us what heavenly stamp rules this perspective year, therefore its element, orientation, and all else that's involved. Here's a year to element table for your reference. So let me show you. A person born in 1994 is a wood dog because last digit of the birth year is a 4 associated with wood element in the table. A job started in 2002 would be a water tiger. A car bought in 2017 is a fire snake. You get the idea. Let's start with an easy one. Checking out if a relationship works. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, they're born in the same year, 1989. By WuXing element, they are both Earth. This means that they feel identified relatively in many same earthy ways, having similar frequencies, resonating harmoniously, easily. Of course, there can be other ways they are different or incompatible, or they can feel the initial attraction but grow apart later on. We human beings are so complex. WuXing is simply one type of matrix that measures our essential archetype, and WuXing right away can filter out those that are not in our friendly realm. Advancing right along, George and Amal, the Clooneys. So far, they seem to be doing terrific in the news. George is 1961, a metal, and Amal 1978, an earth. In WuXing element, earth nurtures ore or metal. Metal is mined from earth. So symbolically, Amal, the earth, is solid, stable, a ground for keeping standards for George. She makes things happen or ready for him. On the other hand, George being a metal, he is on the receiving end beneficially from Earth mostly. He may be hard as metal or malleable if the occasion calls for it, both at the same time. So often in this metal-earth combination, Amal plays a supporting role, feeds into George's interest, being the wife, comforting and nurturing. George is more the self-driven spouse, doing things he needs or wants to, making decisions for the family. It can easily be a one-way relationship. Here's a has-been couple, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Johnny born 1963, a water, Amber 1986, fire. Yes, Johnny the water can be naturally a little sensitive, emotional, passive, creative, needy, wanting love. And Amber the fire in this case, younger, fiery, passionate, fun-oriented, faster-tempered, angered, but quickly not grudgeful. A relationship between water, fire, and nature essentially is that water douses over fire, puts out fire. Sure, fire can fight back and does its damage aggressively when fire is abused and oppressed, and water can be boiled to its limit. So on a good day or when they first met, it's exciting, each person different, bringing some uniqueness to the table. Then on the worst day, this is a bad combination, with water wanting to do fire in. It's like that Amber had to take in whatever Johnny dished out. It's a one-way flow from water to fire, Johnny to Amber, on his demand. Kylie Jenner, a beautiful young entrepreneur. Naturally, her love life as an earth person is not void. Earth person seeks accumulation, hard work, harvest, accomplishment, and so on. It's interesting that she has had a collection of 3 different elements of lovers. Who is best? Who is challenging? Let's see. First, rapper Tyga, 1989. 10 years older, but same 9-year Earth, just like Kylie herself. So the relationship may have been okay, not too overly challenging, or possibly not exciting. It could have gone either way. Second, Travis Scott, with whom she has 2 children. Travis is 1991, a metal. We talked earlier about George and Amol Clooney being the Earth metal couple. In this case, with Kylie and Travis, it's not hard to imagine that Kylie usually put up with Travis or try to hold on to him with karmic offspring. She may forever feel strong urge or attraction to help Travis in his time of need. Third and current partner Timothy Chalamet, a 1995 wood person, which in the pentagram, visually the farthest, possibly the most challenging lover for her. In WuXing element, wood, a tree grows into earth. Earth is passively providing nutrient or nutrient is taken by the tree. So in reality, symbolically, it could mean that Timothy can reap benefits from Kylie, demanding changes or create situations that Kylie must adapt to. She can always feel life centering around him if the relationship survives the long distance. And Timothy could feel much ease without pressure from Kylie. This is a wood-earth one-way relationship favoring Timothy. Lastly, let's see how family members feel about one another with demonstration of the Rob Reiner family. Rob is fire, along with the youngest daughter, Romy. Rob and daughter share the same fiery essence, like dad, like daughter. They're both optimistic, upward and outward going, impulsive, eager. She will always feel so identical with dad, Rob. Wife Michelle is wood. Wood feeds fire. Rob the fire is recipient of love and joy and karmic giving from wife Michelle. Wood forever helps fire sustain its flame so that fire can be worry-free and be himself. Rob the fire melts eldest son, Jake the metal. Jake cannot say no to dad. Whatever parents expected through his upbringing, Jake learned from dad and is open for dad's taking. However, Jake is harder on mom, like a metal carving knife on a tree trunk. Mom is forever the provider to son Jake, whatever he needs. So Michelle's attitude toward all 3 kids are different. To Jake, mom passively opens to his needs and wants. Like, Mom, can you make me a sandwich? Mom, can you give me something from the store? Mom complies. But she's proactively giving and nurturing to daughter Romy. Her heart and soul is unconditionally babying the youngest girl, wood to fire. And interestingly, the so-called troublesome Nick, a water, feeds into mom's wood. She probably got a lot of joy from Nick all through his youth. Contrary to how people may suspect that Nick was hard or scary on mom, Nick's water nurtures mom's tree. Without water, a tree cannot survive. Merely by seeing his essence, mom feels happy and content. She gives to the other 2 kids, and Nick is the only one karmically filling her heart's void. Nick, a water, is hard on dad's fire. He somehow always put out dad's enthusiasm. If dad has a good idea, Nick may do something to rain on dad's parade. And there's not much Rob can do about the karmic flow except to be fully available for Nick financially, emotionally, or any otherwise. From Nick's point of view, he dominates over dad and sister Romy, water over fire, and brother Jake covers for him. Metal creates water by condensation in nature, so big brother Jake most likely took good care of Nick on many occasions. Isn't that so interesting, the dynamic of the whole family? Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video of WuXing Relationships, the Chinese elemental interworking, and apply it in your own world. Please kindly give me a like and subscribe to my channel so that we can stay in touch. I welcome all of your questions. Thank you so much for visiting. We'll see you at the next video.